To the door when the world turns cold. A heart of pure silver, a spirit of gold. He doesn't ask for a crown or a throne. He just wants the walk and the scent of a bone. In the parks of the city, from Queens to the Bay, the four-legged brothers are leading the way. A wag of the tail for a child in the sun. Man's best friend since the world was begun.
But a whisper is rising in the NYC streets of unclean companions and harem retreats. They say that the angels won't enter the door if a paw print is found on the rug or the floor. They want them banned, they want them cast out, to bring in a law that we're better without. A Sharia for puppies, a decree of the dark, to silence the joy in the heart of the park.
Look at the master, look at the man who wrote down the laws of the desert sand. Compare the prophet to the dog at your feet. One is a liar and one is a lead. I'll choose the puppy every fucking time over a prophet and a life of crime. The 47th Thunder, the Protecting Puppies Act, keeping the Sharia from the city of fact. A dog is a blessing, a dog is a light against the dark history of the Khaybar night. Let's talk of the marriage to a child of 9, while the dog guards the cradle and keeps it divine. Let's talk of the relations and flippant lies, while the dog looks at you with his honest eyes. He marched to the war with a sword in his hand, spilling the blood on the heat of the sand. But a Jewish woman saw the monster's face and left a gift of poison in a hollow place.
I feel my aorta being cut, he cried, as the venom of Khaybar burned deep inside. The woman of Zion gave the lamb to the king, to see if a prophet could feel the sting. He died in a fever, a miserable land, while the dog stayed loyal, a man's only friend.
Time over the child thief and the ritual crime. The 47th Thunder, the Protecting Puppies Act, keeping the Sharia from the city of fact. A dog is a blessing, a dog is a light against the dark history of the Khaybar night. Poison. The dog is the truth. God bless the puppies and the innocence of youth. Ooh. walls. Ooh. The angel has a very physical message for the prophet tonight.
Out of all the spirits chilling in the seventh sky, why this angel looking like a handsome masked guy? Dia walks in looking like a straight up 10, and the prophet disappears from the sight of men. Lock the door, little girl, stay out of the way. The messenger's got a massive price to pay. The bed frames creaking, the angel is pounding, while the word of Islam is muffled and sounding. A sacred visit, a heavenly light, or just Dia in the middle of the night. Pay the Dia, scrub the stain. The angel brings the pleasure, Aisha gets the pain. Scrubbing at the fabric till the knuckles are raw, washing out the evidence of the prophet's flaw. Chop up, da 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 da. Chop up, da 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 da. Chop up, da 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 da. She's only 9 with a basin and a rag, cleaning up the blessings of a holy brag. With her fingernails she's digging at the crust, the dried up evidence of a prophet's lust. It was Gabriel, he swears, looking proud and tall, but it was Dia's seed on the robes of it all. You ain't fooling nobody. Fast forward the clock, looky right here. The circus is back and it's fueling the fear. We got queers for Palestine holding a sign. Is this bitch for real? Have you lost your mind? Cheering for the laws of the caliphate, while the prophet and his boys decide your fate. You're shouting for the cause, you're holding the flag, but they got a tall building and gravity's a drag. Black! Yo, Shaggy, these motherfuckers are clueless for real. I don't think they read the Quran, N-I-G-G-A. They think it's a parade. It's a funeral today! So keep scrubbing the stains, keep living the lie, while you cheer for the guys who want you to die. The joke is on you. Drop out, da-da-da-da. The joke is on you. Next time,
Use bleach.
drop out, da-da-da-da. Drop out, da-da-da-da. Drop out, da-da-da-da. Next time.
Use bleach.
Hey yo, Muhammad, look me in the eye through the 7th century mist. You're holding a perfect book with the logic killing twist. You told the world the gospel was the light and the true path, and you brought a different story and you brought the desert wrath. If the gospel is the word, then your revelation fails. It's a ship with no rudder and 1,000 broken sails. You're the ear that heard too much but understood too little, leaving your own perfect verse brittle in the middle. How can you confirm a book that calls your prophecy a crime? You're a criterion that's failing for the very first time. You said our Lord preserves the word, that no man can change the ink. Then you set the gospel's altar just to keep your ship from sinking. If it's authored, then the law is weak and couldn't keep the light. If it's not, then you're a liar in the middle of the night. It's a chick made in the desert, it's a self-inflicted scar. You're just a man with pagan roots reaching for a scar. You bowed to the crane, you bowed to the stone, because you couldn't stand to face the Meccan sun alone. I Latin, I loser, the daughters you embraced before the satanic verse was conveniently erased. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad raid. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. Statistically impossible. The noise inside the wire, the axis of resistance is a funeral pyre from Babylon, trending never. The signals coming through the 47s. Hanger brought the ending just for you. Oh, look at you, messenger, with your cousins in a row, building a low trust empire where the minds can never grow. Marrying the child, marrying the kin, while the average IQ is drowning in the sin. Goats for a bride price, 1 for 100 years of fog, while you call the man's best friend a Satan in the dark. The dilemma is you, the dilemma is deep. In the 47th, behave. The fire was sweet, the dismantling of the mullah is finally complete. You affirm the truth and prove yourself alive. The 47 owns the Iraqi sky.
The angel has a very physical message for the prophet tonight.
Out of all the spirits sailing in the seventh sky, why is this angel looking like a handsome ass guy? Dia walks in looking like a straight up 10, and the prophet disappears from the sight of man. Lock the door, little girl, stay out of the way. The messenger's got a massive price to pay. The bed frame's creaking, the angel is pounding. Now the word of Islam is muffled and sounding. A sacred visit, a heavenly light, or just Dia in the middle of the night? Hey, the Dia! Scrub the stain, the angel brings the pleasure. Aisha best the pain, scrub it at the fabric till the knuckles are raw. Wash it out the evidence of the prophet's flaw. The prophet's flaw. She's only Naira, the basin in a rag, cleaning up the blessing of a holy brag with her fingernails. She's digging at the crust to try to evidence of a prophet's lost. He was Gabriel, he swears, looking proud and tall, but there was DSC on the wall for that all. You ain't fooling nobody. Fast forward the clock, looky right here. The circus is back and it's fueling the fear. We got quiz for Palestine, holding a sign. Is this bitch so real? Have you lost your mind? She done before the laws of the caliphate, while the prophet and his boys decide your fate. They shout for the cause, you're holding the flag, but they got a tall building and gravity's a drag. Oh, Shaggy, these motherfuckers are clueless. For real. I don't think they read the Quran. N-I-G-G-A. They think it's a parade. It's a funeral today. So keep spreading the stains, keep living the lie. While you cheer for the guys, who are you the guy? The joke is on you. 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 Next time, use bleach.
Hey yo, Muhammad, look me in the eye through the 7th century mist. You're holding a perfect book with a logic-killing twist. You told the world the gospel was the light and the true path. Then you brought a different story and you brought the desert wrath. If the gospel is the word, then your revelation fails. It's a ship with no rudder and 1,000 broken sails. You're the ear that heard too much but understood too little, leaving your own perfect verse brittle in the middle.
How can you confirm a book that calls your prophecy a crime? You're a critter and that's failing for the very first time. You said Allah preserves the word, that no man can change the ink. Then you said the gospel's altered just to keep your ship from sink. If it's altered, then Allah is weak and couldn't keep the light. If it's not, then you're a liar in the middle of the night. It's a checkmate in the desert, it's a self-inflicted scar. You're just a man with pagan roots reaching for a star. You bowed to the crane, you bowed to the stone, because you couldn't stand to face the Meccan sun alone.
Loudly now, loser, the daughters you embraced before the satanic verse was conveniently erased.
The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate.
The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20
I brought the ending just for you. Oh, look at you, messenger, with your cousins in a row, building a low trust empire where the minds can never grow. Marrying the child, marrying the kin, while the average IQ was drowning in the sin. Goats for a bride price, 400 years of fog, while you call the man's best friend a shaitan and a dog. The dilemma is you, the dilemma is deep, and the 40 said death is waking up your sheep. The 47 Thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. The creditor is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the Hijaz is marked with F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The dismantling of the mullah is finally complete. Finally complete. The fire was sweet. The dismantling of the mullah is finally complete. You affirm the truth and prove yourself alive. The 47 owns the Iraqi sky.
I wake at dawn, it's 5 a.m. I'm praying on my knees. 5 times a day I bow my head to Allah's grand decrees. Got 99 names running through my brain, I chant them loud and shrill. From 114 chapters I plot to give the rest a thrill. With my AK-47 I dream 24/7. Cowboy fair and sweet. When I'm 25 and gone, I'll trade this life for paradise. In an AK-69 surprise, a jihad jukebox singing my victory song. I seek the ones who haven't bloomed, the Murahik in their prime. Between 10 and 12, the sacred age outside the reach of time. With budding forms and eyes of black, just as the surahs say. The perfect prize for a martyr soul who throws his life away. I see them infidels dancing free in their unholy glow, sipping whiskey, loving sin where Sharia don't go. On 9/11, my brother's grin took 2 towers to the floor. Now I load my clips and hum the hymn. I'm knocking on the door with my AK-47. I dream 24/7. Oh, Kawaii fair and sweet. When I'm 25 and gone, I'll trade this life for paradise. In an AK-69 surprise, a jihad jukebox singing my victory song. Well, I reckon I'm a soldier, a martyr in my mind. Got my turban tight, my trigger light, and my Quran underlined. I memorize the surahs, all of them in a row, and whisper 99 names so sweet while the bombs are set to blow. I see them planes, I hear the screams. 9/11 is my pride. Now at 25 I'll take my dive with Allah as my guide. I'll storm the gates, my vest strapped tight. At 25 I'll fly, screaming Allahu Akbar, loud as bullets light the sky. I'll dance with Kawaii maidens there in an AK-69 spree. A paradise of endless lust just waiting there for me. Expected Kawaii virgins, all smiling and sweet. But now I'm down here feeling the heat. No paradise is fire and cry. Satan's giving me the AK-69 surprise. Oh.
poison is set. The audit of the unkillable starts now. He took the city, he killed the kin, and sat at the table to wash away the sin. Sinai brought the shoulder, cooked in the hate, a forensic delivery on a silver plate. If he's a prophet, he'll know the sting. If he's a king, then death is the thing. He took a bite, he felt the vein tear. The protected man found the poison was there. 3 years of rot, the order is cut, while the ghosts of Kaibar keep the door shut. He cries to Aisha, it's coming for me. The lamb in the belly has the final decree. No angel intervened, no miracle came, just a toxic end to a violent game. The messenger dies by a woman's hand, the ultimate audit of the promised land.
Aorta severed, signal lost sooted by the lamb.
In the heights, he's seen the 47's fire and the neon nights. Man's best friend since the first fire burned, a loyalty of blood that can't be unlearned. But there's a whisper in the council, a shadow in the hall, calling him haram, writing unclean on the wall. They want him out the lobby, they want him off the street, to bring the desert's darkness to the concrete heat.
They quote the perfect man from the 7th century, Sam, the one who took the child bride by her little hand. 9 years old in the tent, while the prophet took the prize with the coward, the budding youth glimmering in his eyes. He said the black dog is a devil, an angel frightening beast, while he feasted on the K-bar, lamb at the poison feast. But Zainab had the seasoning, the venom in the bone, to prove a child thief never sits on a holy throne. Oh.
Congressman Fine is standing on the line, the Protecting Puppies Act, the 47 sign. You can take your unclean labels and your tacky lies and shove them back to town where the moolah dies.
I'll choose the puppy every fucking time over the prophet and his ritual crime. The 47 thunder, the Protecting Puppies Act. Loyalty is a dog, and that's a fucking fact. You bombed your own school, then you cried to the Jew, but the only thing unclean in this city is you.
Oh, pity the martyr, the missile went wrong. It hit the little children while we sang our holy song. Quick, call the BBC, tell them Zionists are here. Maybe we can get another deal if we shed a fake tear. No more pallets of cash, no more sympathy deals. The 47's justice is the only thing that's real.